Have you ever wondered why your dog yawns right in the middle of you scolding him? Why he turns his head every time you try to take a photo? Why he leans against you and just stays there, completely still? Why he licks your face exactly when you're at your worst? And why sometimes he simply turns his back to you and seems totally checked out? You probably had a quick answer for each one of those moments: tired, stubborn, clingy, instinct, and moved on. But every single one of those answers was wrong. Each of those moments has a meaning nobody ever told you about. A whole language your dog speaks to you every single day in silence, without you ever noticing until now. And the fifth behavior on this list is going to surprise you more than all the others, because it's the exact moment most owners read as indifference, when in reality, it's the most beautiful thing a dog can do for another living being. I'll show you at the end. Let's get into it. 1. He yawns when you scold him, and you think he couldn't care less. Classic scene. You came home, found your pillow destroyed, or the trash can tipped over, and went to have a serious conversation with the one responsible. Firm voice, direct eye contact, message delivered loud and clear. And your dog holds your gaze for about 2 seconds and then, right to your face, yawns. And you think, this animal has zero respect for me. That's not what's happening. Scientifically speaking, the yawn is one of the most well-documented appeasement signals in canine behavior. It's a peace gesture. When your dog yawns while you're correcting him, he's not tuning you out. He's trying to say, I can tell you're upset, and I don't want there to be conflict between us. It's a de-escalation signal, a white flag in his language. Studies on canine communication have shown that these appeasement signals have been used by dogs to reduce social tension since the days of their wild ancestors. In a pack, showing submission and non-threat was what kept the peace between members. When your dog yawns in your face, he's doing the most emotionally mature thing he could possibly do in that moment. He's choosing peace. He's telling you that you matter more to him than any conflict ever could. Next time it happens, notice it, breathe, and understand that he already got your message. 2. He turns his head when you try to take a photo, and you think he's impossible. You get your dog positioned, pull out your phone, line up the shot, and the exact moment you're about to tap the button, he looks away. You try again. He turns away again. He sounds absolutely committed to ruining every single attempt. Stubbornness? Some kind of personal vendetta against your Instagram? Not even close. Animal behavior science has shown that for dogs, a direct, sustained stare is a form of confrontation. Among dogs, holding prolonged eye contact without looking away is the language of dominance or threat. When you point your phone and lock onto your dog's eyes, you're asking him to hold a posture that, in his language, signals imminent conflict. And he does what any well-adjusted creature does in an uncomfortable situation. He looks away. That's not stubbornness. That's communication. He's saying, this bothers me the only way he knows how. And honestly, that kind of honesty is rare. 3. He leans against you and stays there. And you think it's neediness. You're sitting on the couch. Your dog walks over slowly, gets close, and just leans. His whole body pressed against your leg, against your side. And he stays. Still, warm, present, stop for a second. Actually feel that. What's happening in that moment is that your dog is hugging you, not metaphorically, literally. Dogs don't have arms. They can't wrap themselves around you the way a person would. But the full weight of his body against yours, the shared warmth, the pressure that says, I'm here and I don't want to be anywhere else. That is a hug, in his language. If this is landing for you, hit that like and subscribe. This is exactly what we're here for, to translate what your dog has been saying to you every single day, and to turn every moment you thought was small into the biggest expression of love you've ever received. Share this video with someone who needs to learn their dog's language. 4. He licks your face when you cry, and you think it's just instinct. Half of people find it sweet. The other half figure the dog is just reacting to the salt in the tears. Basic instinct, nothing more. Science disagrees with both of those takes. Research on canine sensory perception has shown that dogs can detect changes in the chemical composition of human sweat and tears with a level of precision that goes far beyond taste. When you cry, when you're anxious, your body releases cortisol, and the scent of cortisol is detectable to a dog that is tuned into you. Your dog didn't come to lick your face because he tasted salt. He came because he sensed something was wrong with you before you'd even fully process what you were feeling yourself. Be honest. Have you ever had one of those days where you were holding it all together on the outside, seemingly fine, and out of nowhere your dog came and stuck to you for no apparent reason? It wasn't for no reason. He read you. He read the cortisol, the shift in your breathing, the tension in your body, and he responded the only way he knows how. With presence, with contact. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but he knew you needed someone, and he showed up. 5. He turns his back to you, and you think he's done with you. This is the one I promised at the beginning. You're lying down. Your dog is lying nearby. And at some point, without any warning, he shifts, turns away from you, faces completely the other direction, and something in you reads that as, he doesn't want anything to do with me right now. It's the exact opposite. Animal behavior science has documented this pattern with remarkable consistency. Among dogs, turning your back to someone is one of the deepest trust gestures that exists. In nature, exposing your back, your blind spot, the direction from which you can't see a threat coming, to another being is a quiet, unmistakable declaration. I trust you completely. I can let my guard down because you are here. When your dog turns his back to you, he's telling you that you are the safest person in his entire world, that he can exist completely unguarded because you're right there. How many times in your life does someone trust you that completely? You've probably misread at least 3 of these today, maybe all 5. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody is born knowing the language a dog speaks. It lives in silence, in small gestures, in a yawn, in a back turned toward you, in a body pressed against yours, in a tongue on your face, in a gaze that looks away. But now you know. That's not a dog who's impossible to photograph. It's a being who doesn't like visual confrontation and tells you so with total honesty. That's not a clingy dog. It's a being who hugs you with the only thing he has. That's not an indifferent dog. It's a being who trusts you enough to turn his back on the whole world. You didn't have a dog who was hard to understand. You had a dog who never once stopped talking to you. The difference is that now you've learned to listen, and nothing between the two of you will ever be quite the same after this.